Hennythemoor, reporting live from the liquor store, man. How's everybody doing? So, hey, this is impromptu. Like, West Coast and landlord are supposed to jump on here at some point, but no, I can't. I can't even wait to go. So, we're just gonna jump in here, get ready, and do this, man. We all seen it. We already are all aware of what happened. Jalen Hurts has just completely reset the quarterback market, not only in the NFC but in the entire NFL. So we're gonna jump right into that and talk about that, man. So we have breaking news: divisional rivals, the Eagles, have paid their starting quarterback Jalen Hurts, and he has reset the quarterback market. And really, if I'm not mistaken, this deal has made him the highest paid quarterback in league history. So he is right now the highest paid quarterback to ever pick up a football. And it's very interesting. A lot of us are not very high on Jalen Hurts. Some of us think that he's not a good enough quarterback to get the job done. But we're gonna just talk about it, man. We're gonna talk about the details of the deal and how it really affects the Dallas Cowboys. Because I'm not the kind of person to hate on anybody. You know what I mean? So I'm happy he got paid. He's able to take care of his family. This generational wealth if he manages it right. So I'm happy for him. Hey, Chris Boats, what's good with you, man? Hoodlum, what's up with you? Desmond Ironman, T Smooth TV, I see y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming in and showing love to the liquor store. Also, remember, so we're talking about the Eagles quarterback. If you see your Eagles fan, you can slap the shit out of them, and you will get a discount off all items in the store. So you want to use your discount, go ahead while supplies last. So we slapping shit out of Eagles and we pulling up. So yeah, man. So what are y'all thoughts about it? Because let me just show you the exact details of it. Because I was at work. I couldn't go live when I first seen it, but I saw the Ian Rappaport report. And we're just going to pull it up, and I'm just going to show you. Double R, what's good with you, my boy? Also, please hit the like button, the share button, the subscribe button if you ain't already joined the channel. We're at 703 people, so y'all been showing a lot of love. Y'all been definitely helping the channel grow. And we're just trying to get over that last little hump. We're trying to get to 1,000 so we can get the page monetized, and I can invest more back into the platform. And again, because I don't want to even take too much time, we're doing a raffle. It's $5 per entry. If you want to join, all you got to do is send $5 to $Hennythemoor, the Cash App, and you'll get an entry. We'll be doing this up until the 25th, which is the day before I leave for the draft. And the winner will receive a Dallas Cowboys jersey of their choosing. It could be any jersey. Just give me the size, the player's name, and your mailing address so I can get it out to you. So if you want to participate in the raffle, it's just $5. It's $5 per raffle. You can send as many as you want. The only thing I just ask is that you only send while I'm live. So I appreciate y'all for participating and supporting the channel. And let's get right into it, man. So without further ado, I'm going to just go ahead and pull this up so y'all can see. He said it's funny. Eagles. Hold on. All right. So here we are. If you can see what I see, this is the report that I saw. Jalen Hurts, and this is from Ian Rappaport, the rap sheet. He's a very, what's the word I'm looking for? He's a reputable source. Like when he drops stuff, it's real. It's not any clickbait articles with Ian Rappaport for the most part. So as you can see here, the Eagles and Jalen Hurts agreed to terms on a 5-year, $255 million contract extension that makes him the highest paid player in NFL history. Sources tell him and Tom Pelissero. His agent, Nicole Lynn, did the deal, which includes $179.3 million in guarantees and a no-trade clause. So much like Dak Prescott, he is not able to be moved. He can veto any trade that he does not want to be a part of. So regardless of if it works out or not, he is going to be the Eagles quarterback based on the guaranteed money and based on the fact, that he has a no trade clause. So he's going to be their quarterback for at least the next 6 years. He has 1 year left on his rookie contract, and then of course he has a 5-year extension. Now, there might be an out in the contract later on down the line, but odds are he's going to be in this division for at least the next 6 seasons. So with the way I feel about this, it's twofold, right? The Eagles did the right thing by giving the contract done, because you never want to wait to pay a quarterback. If the Eagles really feel that Jalen Hurts is the guy for them, then they did the right thing by paying him early. They beat out everybody else. They beat out Joe Burrows, who also went to a Super Bowl, and he also made an AFC Championship game appearance. So they beat him to the punch. They beat Justin Herbert to getting paid. He had some record-setting numbers to start his career, even though he's never won a playoff game. But people are really high on Justin Herbert as being a top 10 quarterback. They beat out Lamar Jackson, who has an ongoing odyssey in trying to get paid. So the market was going to go up regardless. But the smart thing that they did is that they beat the market. Right, they were the ones that set the market. So every contract that comes after, Jalen Hurts is going to look like a deal. Because Jalen Hurts got $51 million annually, right? When you break it down, 5 years, 255, that's $51 million annually. So they beat them to the punch. Now, hey, what's up with you, Regina Green? Hey, what's up with you, Eric Sims? I appreciate you for participating. So that's 5. They got you a raffle entry. So let me, what's your name on here so I can see? All right, cool. Cowboys fan. Oh, Cowboys fan 95. That's you, my boy. Okay. Appreciate you for participating. They got you an entry into the raffle. And just to give y'all a quick update, then jump back into it. Right now, Regina Green has the best odds. She has 20 entries. And then Dwayne Brown has the second best odds. He has 14. And DC for Life has the third best odds. He has 10 entries. So appreciate y'all for participating. And we're going to keep rocking. I see you, Cowboy Fan 95. Appreciate you. Jameson Taylor, I see you, my boy. I appreciate you for coming in and rocking with me. So they did the smart thing. They paid him before everybody else. Dak Prescott is supposed to get paid again. They beat him to the punch. Hey, Israel, what's up with you, man? Appreciate you for coming in and showing love to the liquor store. So yeah, man. So they beat everybody. They beat, like I said, they beat Burrow. They beat Herbert. They beat Lamar. They beat Prescott for his extension. So everything else that comes after is going to be a discount because everybody's going to want to reset the market when they get paid. So odds are it's either going to be more guaranteed money or it's going to be more annual money per year, APY. So he got 51. Burrow might be shooting for 52 or 53 at this point. Herbert might be shooting for 54 if Burrow gets paid before him. Lamar might be looking at 55 at this point because out of everybody that we named, he's the only MVP. He's the only MVP, and he has a better win percentage than them. So in terms of paying him ahead of everybody else, they did the right thing. Do I necessarily think that the style of play that Jalen Hurts plays is sustainable? I don't necessarily think that because even if you look at a guy like Josh Allen, he's very turnover prone. Hey, shout out to Cowboys fan 95. He just sent 10 more dollars. They got you 2 more entries, so you now have 3 entries, and so you have substantially improved your odds of winning the Dallas Cowboy jersey. So salute to you. Appreciate you for participating. Again, right now, Regina Green has 20 entries, which is the most. Dwayne Brown has 14. And DC for Life has 10. So those are the 3 people with the best odds of winning. But remember, this is going to be drawn randomly. Anybody that sends has a chance to win the jersey. And the more you send, the better your odds of winning it. So I appreciate y'all, and we're rocking. One of the paying the quarterback will start the front office for bringing in guys, or is that just Dallas? It's probably just Dallas. Now there are some limitations depending on the year of the cap. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the quarterback hit that year, depending on this and that. But for the most part, you can actually save money by signing a guy to an extension. Because remember, he signed that extension, but he's still going to make pretty much what he would have made this year regardless, right? The extension not going to kick in until after he got some money up front in terms of a signing bonus. But it's still going to be a relatively low cap hit for Jalen Hurts this year. So, if you want players, you want things, you can manipulate a lot of things to bring players in, to build around them, so on and so forth. So no, like for the most part, guys sign big deals and they still are able to put teams around them. I mean, look at Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford was making over $40 million a year, and they still were able to give Cooper Kupp an extension. They still were able to trade for Odell Beckham They still had a litany of weapons around him, and they were able to pay their defensive players. So I don't necessarily think that it prohibits a lot of things. If you want to build a championship contender, you can do so even with paying your quarterback. There's different ways to manipulate the cap. A lot of different ways to manipulate the cap. Say afternoon. Hey, what's up with your double R? I see you, my boy. So yeah, in terms of paying him, ahead of schedule, they did the right thing. Do I necessarily think though that his style of play is going to translate to long term success? The way he plays right now, no. Like run heavy quarterbacks don't necessarily last. They put themselves at risk of more injuries. Because you got to think about it. They already take hits as passers in setting in the pocket. Then they take extra hits as runners. You know what I mean? So it's a lot for them to accident because they already get sacked, and then they're gonna take contact when they run for the most part, unless they're real good at getting down, not fighting for yardage and things like that. So even a guy that people are real big on, like Josh Allen, injuries are piling up on him. You know what I mean? He had an injury this year. He didn't miss games, but it affected the way he played. Right? He's been very turnover prone. And Jalen Hurts is a guy that runs the ball more times than him. He averaged 11 rushing attempts a game this last season. So I don't necessarily think that is going to be sustainable. But let's just talk about how he's playing right now. If he develops more as a passer and they keep good passing weapons around him, I think he can be an effective quarterback. But as of right now, if he does not improve his style of play, I don't know if he's going to live up to that contract. Because running quarterbacks do get nicked a lot. You look at a guy like Lamar Jackson, he has not finished the last 3 seasons. You look at a guy like Josh Allen, he got injured this year. You look at a guy like Kyler Murray, he tore his ACL trying to run and had to miss a significant amount of time. So these guys that are no trade clause, he has one, and it's pretty much the same with Dak Prescott. If he don't want to get traded, he's not going to get traded. And listen, they're going to try to because they have an investment in him now. It's going to also be a different level of scrutiny for him. Because it was cute, you know what I'm saying? It was cute seeing him on his rookie deal, run around, make plays, overachieve. But now he's the highest paid player in league history. So, they're expecting a lot from him at that point. So, even guys that are supporters of Jalen Hurts are going to look at him side-eye when he doesn't go out there and duplicate the success he had this year. I'm not necessarily thinking, hey, what's up with your landlord? I see you, my boy. I appreciate you for tapping into the liquor store and showing love to me, my boy. So, yeah, we're talking about Jalen Hurts, man. We're talking about him resetting the market. Hey, it's a happy day. It is a happy day. Because, like I said, at his current level of play, he's not going to live up to that contract. At his current level of play, he's not going to live up to that contract. Because teams have an entire year of tape on the new way they run their offense around Jalen Hurts. They're going to adapt. The RPO, they're going to try to take that away. They're going to try to force him to beat him throwing the ball. So we'll see. So he's going to have to take the next step of his maturity as a passer to live up to that contract. I'm not saying that he's incapable of doing so. We've seen plenty of guys come in here and improve year to year as passers. But as of today, he is not good enough as a passer to live up to that. Especially if they intend to keep running him 11 times a game. That's not sustainable. 11 rushing attempts a game is not sustainable for a quarterback. But as I mentioned, you're already taking hits in the pocket trying to pass the ball. Then you're going to take additional hits. You're going to run the ball 200 times and get hit another 190 times. Hit the ground another 200 times. Like, no. Even this year, Jalen Hurts got hurt. He got hurt. Got a shoulder injury trying to run. That's why they had a slide at the end of the year. Jalen Hurts got injured and could not play the full 17 games of the season. So, if Cam Newton couldn't do it, and Cam Newton was one of the biggest, strongest, fastest specimens we've seen at the quarterback position, then I don't think that Jalen Hurts can do it. The NFL is already taking away one of the superpowers with the tush push. They actually are going to let it stand. It's going to still be in play this season. They voted on allowing it to stay, but I don't think it's going to be something that stays in the league long term. So yes, the tush push is still going to be in play, and I just think more teams are going to do it. You know what I mean? So yes, the Eagles have perfected it, but I think more teams are going to do the tush push. Help their quarterback get cheap yards and cheap touchdowns on the goal line. And once the league sees how cheap it is, once everybody does it and it gets out of hand, then I think it'll get taken away. But right now, I think they're just going to let it happen. But yeah, so yes, they got a lot to account for. Now we're going to talk about how this affects the Dallas Cowboys because we also have a quarterback that is going to be coming up for an extension. Right, Dak Prescott is set to get paid again, and because of this record-setting contract, his price is going to go up. And honestly, it has to. When you look at Dak Prescott compared to Jalen Hurts, I know people are going to look at, hey man, he went to a Super Bowl. Yeah, he did. But when you look at everything else, Dak Prescott has a better career completion percentage, better career passer rating. Has a better career touchdown interception ratio. He has a better career high in passing touchdowns. Dak threw 37. He threw 22. No, that's the most passing touchdowns he ever threw. 22. Right. So when you just look at them compare head to head, like Dak Prescott, has a better individual resume. Because if you look at anything else, like wins are not necessarily a quarterback stat. We've seen Jimmy Garoppolo win 4 playoff games, but in those 4 playoff games, he only threw one passing touchdown. He threw 3 interceptions in those 4 games combined. Hey, what's up with you, Joe? I appreciate you for coming in and showing love to the liquor store, my guy. Thank you. Everybody, please make sure to hit the like button as well. Everybody, please make sure to at least share it a couple times. And if you have not already joined the family, please hit the subscribe button. It'll be deeply appreciated. So yeah, man. So it affects the Dallas Cowboys because it does affect the overall market for quarterbacks. And it was going to happen anyway. Dak Prescott was going to get enumerated anyway, because as I pointed out, since he signed his last deal, right? Dak Prescott signed a deal in the 2021 season. Well, Dak Prescott went 11 and 5 as a starter in 2021, set the franchise record for passing touchdowns in a season. Then when you look at it, he moved number 2 all time in franchise history in passing touchdowns. Then he also this year, he won the first road playoff game in 30 years. And he also had the best statistical playoff game of any quarterback in Dallas Cowboy history. So Dak Prescott has carved out, a nice little resume since he signed his deal. Right? He's led us to back-to-back 12-win seasons. I know he missed some time in there, but he's had back-to-back winning seasons. He set a couple of franchise records, in that time. So Dak Prescott, has earned to get paid again. And when you look around the league, he's like he's only the 3rd highest paid player in his own division. Because yes, Jalen Hurts is making all the money in the world, but Daniel Jones is also making more money than Dak Prescott right now. He getting $40 million annually plus incentives. So yes, Dak Prescott is going to get paid. The only thing is now he's going to get paid a little bit more, and that price is only going to go up the longer that we wait. Because if the Dallas Cowboys don't get it done, right? We already seen Jalen Hurts has reset the market. Joe Burrow is going to come right behind and reset the market, right? Justin Herbert is going to come behind and reset the market. So yeah, no, Dak Prescott is definitely going to get enumerated The price is going up, and that's just the way the NFL works. Now there is like a 10% chance. No, there's like a 2% chance that Dak Prescott goes to Tom Brady route because he's already been paid one time. But the entire point of Dak Prescott only taking a 4-year deal was for him to be able to double dip and get paid again once the TV money kicked in. So the contracts for everybody's going up. Hey, Ben Stanley, what's up with you, my boy? Thank you for coming over to the liquor store and showing love. Also, remember, for everybody that's just now coming in here, you can get a discount if you slap the shit out of an Eagles fan. So, they probably hurt right now anyway by paying Hurts because he is hurting their pockets. So, if you want to go ahead to get an extension, if you're trying to go ahead and get an extension, it is what it is. You want to get you a discount, slap your Eagles fan, man. So how much is Jalen Hurts' contract? Jalen Hurts going to make $255 million. He's going to make $255 million this year. Well, he's going to make $255 million over the life of the contract, and he has over 170 in guarantees plus a no trade clause. Also, if y'all want to participate in the raffle, it's $5. If you send $5, you get a chance to win the Dallas Cowboys jersey of your choosing. So all you got to do to participate is send $5 to the Cash App, which is $Hennythemoor, if you are interested in trying to win you a Dallas Cowboys jersey. So yeah, Joe, like Jalen Hurts is getting a monster contract. It's the most money by any player in the National Football League. It's the most money by quarterback, most money by any player in league history. And good for him, man. I'm always pro the players getting their money, especially when it's not somebody on our team. Hey, he got paid for losing the Super Bowl with that fumble. Yeah, basically. He got them. He helped get them to a Super Bowl, so that's what he got paid for. And he only has 1 year of real good production. When he did not have the adequate weapons around him, he got blew out by 20 by the Dallas Cowboys. So we'll see if he can duplicate the success he had this year, but I highly doubt it. And that's a little bit of the hater in me because I am a Cowboys fan. I don't want anything good to happen to the Eagles. So that is a little biased, but it is what it is. Until Jalen Hurts beat Dak Prescott, I have nothing good to say about him. Because the one time they did play, he lost by 20 points. I was there at that game. Matter of fact, but my first time going to a Dallas Cowboy game, and they did me right. They beat the shit out the Eagles for me, and it was a lovely experience. Speaking of games, though, after we do a couple more jersey giveaways, we will do a ticket giveaway. I think tickets go on sale in July, so if we continue to do well with these jersey raffles, I will raffle off a Dallas Cowboy home game ticket. And I think we're just going to rock like that. So continue to support the raffles, and I'll continue to increase what we give away over here. But yes, so yes, he got paid. He reset the market. Yes, it does sort of affect what we do with Dak Prescott because he's going to get enumerated. He's the price, his price is going up just a tad. But if it does not work out, that the Eagles have cut their nose out to spite their face because they paid him based off 1 year of production. Hey, Q Ball, what's up with you, my boy? Appreciate you for coming over to the liquor store and showing love, my guy. So yeah, we just talk about the Jalen Hurts deal. So there's plenty of ways to look at it. They did beat everybody else, right? They did beat Joe Burrow, Herbert, Lamar, Dak getting paid. So they did the right thing in that respect. But they did also pay a player that only had 1 year of production. So, it's a double-edged sword. So either it's going to be a discount down the line and they're going to be happy with it, or they severely underpaid an average quarterback. We will see how that pans out. But, let's tie this back into the draft, right? So we know for a fact we're going to be playing a mobile quarterback for at least the next, 4 or 5 years. Even if he only plays 3 years of that contract and then gets cut or something crazy happens, he's going to be here for at least the next 3 to 4 years. So, in order to neutralize the threat of a running quarterback, we're going to have to continue to keep speed on the edge to keep containment And then we're going to also have to get another big nasty to put in the middle. We needed a big nasty anyway to stop the run game, but we also want to limit the running lanes that the quarterback gets by having a big nasty in the middle. So yes, speed on the edge is going to be at a premium, and again, we still need good defensive tackle play, just so we can't step up through the pocket and escape. With that contract, Jalen Hurts will be the only Eagle still flying. The rest will be taking a bus, man. And hey, look at it this way: they have to pay Devontae Smith pretty soon. Devontae Smith's going to want to get some money. They're going to have to replace some of their offensive linemen that are aging out. I don't know how much longer Lane Johnson is going to play. I don't know how much longer Kelsey's going to play. Right, so they're going to have to rebuild their offensive line pretty soon. They're going to eventually have to rebuild their secondary. I don't think Darius Slay is going to play that much longer. Maybe another 2 years, maybe. Dallas Goedert contract is going to increase. His cap is going to increase over the next couple of years. So it's going to be a very interesting thing to see how they manage, their roster and team building ability over there for the Philadelphia Eagles. As time passes, I do. Hey, but it's fun. That's the fun thing about it. These guys get paid, and now you get to see if they can live up to it. Cowboys are going beast mode on defense this season. Dak will keep them off the field longer this season. Watch, yeah. Listen, and I don't think necessarily just Dak, because I think it's going to be the new offensive philosophy. I think they're going to run the ball more when they have leads. So the defense is going to be on the field way less. There was something that got pointed out to me. The Dallas Cowboys had the best run defense in the National Football League in 2016, and I don't believe we really had a good run defense. But when you look at the Dallas Cowboys, they were leading in time of possession. They really limited the amount of time their defense even got on the field. So, because of that, you don't have to defend the run that much. You're going to be playing with the lead a lot. So then we stopped by Taco Bell drive-thru. That's what's up, man. I do like Taco Bell though. I can't just have it all the damn time for obvious reasons. I'm going to be real early today at dialysis. Okay, well, hey, I pray everything goes well for you, my boy. I pray everything goes well for you. We always appreciate you for coming in and showing love to the liquor store, my guy. With that contract, Jalen Hurts will be the only Eagles still. Yeah. Cowboys are going beast. Yeah, I definitely agree with all that. So yeah, and hey, Eastside Hero, what's up with you, my boy? I appreciate you for coming in and showing love to the channel, boy. I know you're a horrible person for being a Texas fan. I still got love for you, so I appreciate you. But yeah, man. Yeah. So we'll see how that works out. But I do believe with the way that Brian Schottenheimer is known to call plays, with Mike McCarthy being very public about wanting to run the ball more, especially in key situations, I can definitely see the Dallas Cowboys, having better clock management. I can definitely see the Dallas Cowboys, Daniel Jones, Matthew Stafford, and Dak all tied for 7 plays for $40 million a year. Yeah, but Daniel Jones can actually make more than $40 million because of the incentives in his deal. So yes, he makes $40 million plus he got incentives. Dak don't even got no incentives in his contract like that. Excuse me. So that's why I say Daniel Jones is actually going to make a little bit more than Dak. Only game I've been to was last year, Cowboys and Chargers. Seen Turpin take 2 to the house. Good experience. Hey, I'm definitely going to try and make it to another Dallas Cowboy game this year. JT, I change up a lot just to try it all. That's what's up. He said, fuck Houston and any friend from there. Shit. Hey, set trip you want to, man. This is all love. This is the liquor store. Matter of fact, bust my side of the head with a bottle. You feel that way. Hey, Tyler, what's up with you, my boy? Appreciate you for coming into the liquor store and chopping it up with me. We were just discussing, the dynamics of Jalen Hurts' contract. We broke it down. Of course, he's going to make $255 million over the life of the contract. He has over $170 million in guarantees, a no trade clause. and he has now become the highest paid player in National Football League history. It will sort of affect our contracts with Dak Prescott, but he's gonna get paid more than what he was making now anyway. Because like you said, Daniel Jones is making around the same amount of money, really a little bit more with the incentives. Kyler Murray's making more than that, so like he's gonna get some more money regardless. So yeah, and again, we're happy. Like as Dallas Cowboys fans, we don't think that highly of Jalen Hurts anyway. A lot of y'all don't believe he is a great quarterback. I know damn well that my boy Landlord is not that high on him as a player. It's not that high on him at all. You know what I mean? So it's a good thing for us, right? We don't have to deal with this superb throwing quarterback in our division. Running quarterbacks, even though we had issues with them before, like eventually, they won't be able to run all over you. Hey, Landlord came back in. I didn't think Landlord was even still on this move. The moment I said, he's like, hell no. Yeah. So yeah, man. Hey, Dwayne Brown, what's good with you, my boy? I appreciate you for coming over and showing love to the liquor store. Thank you for tapping in and rocking with us. Hell, I think it's great for us. The Eagles just put themselves in a hole with their contract and hope to re-sign our key player before we extend Dak. Had no problem with Dak getting his money. Yeah. Regina Green just said, Mike Fisher said CD Lamb was going to be settled by May the 1st. I love to hear it. Why wait? Why wait? Get it done. I'm hearing, that's a wonderful thing. We're gonna talk about it too. I'm gonna look up his report, and when we do the next show, I'll put together some numbers and stuff like that, and we'll talk about it later on tonight. We're just gonna stay on this Jalen Hurts topic for right now, but yeah, we definitely gonna talk about CeeDee Lamb and Mike Fisher's report since you brought that to my attention, Miss Green. So I appreciate you. Also, since we got 17 people watching and 13 likes, anybody has not already hit the like button, please go ahead and do so for me. We're trying to get these likes up, trying to get these shares up. We're trying to get the content out there so everybody can see it, man. So if you have not already hit the like button or the share button, please do so. If you ain't already joined the channel, hit the subscribe button. And if you ain't joined the raffle, go ahead and send your $5, man. Hey, look, you got better odds of a scratch off. You know what I'm saying? This is better odds than a scratch off at the gas station. So if you send $5 to the Cash App, you will be entered into a drawing to win a Dallas Cowboy jersey. Right, you'll be entered into a drawing to receive a Dallas Cowboy jersey of the winner's choosing, and we'll do the drawing on the 25th. So if you want a chance to win a Cowboy jersey, just send $5 to the Cash App $Hennythemoor, and I greatly appreciate y'all for participating and supporting the channel. Let's see. Oh, you said she worldwide. Yeah, she be on everybody's page showing love and support. So, we definitely appreciate that. We definitely appreciate that energy. Hey, shout out to Dwayne Brown for the $10 donation. They got you 2 more entries into the raffle. So let me see. That puts you at. Gotta update you now. So Dwayne Brown, you now have 16 entries. So you're only 4 behind Miss Green. So you have the second best odds of winning the jersey. Regina Green has 20 entries. She had the best odds so far. And then my brother DC for Life, he has 10 entries. So he has the third best odds of winning the jersey. Of course, everybody has a chance of winning. Anybody that sends, entry has a shot because it's going to be drawn at random. But of course, the more you send, the better your odds of winning are. So I appreciate y'all for participating and showing love. So yeah, what do y'all think though, man? Like, I definitely think that we're gonna be good this season though. New offense, better offensive personnel. Dak, and listen, this is something that we have not really talked about, but I think Dak Prescott is going to be allowed to run the football a little bit more this year. And it's a trend. We actually seen this trend a little bit last year. So I want to show y'all something real quick. I know we were just talking about Jalen Hurts, but him being a mobile quarterback had me thinking about our quarterback. Right? Had me thinking about our quarterback and his ability to run the ball. And I want to show y'all something real quick. All right, and now I'm finna. Hey, what's up with you, Alex? I appreciate you for coming over and showing love to the channel, my boy. So let me show y'all real quick what I'm talking about. So boom, y'all should be able to see it. If not, I'm going to change the screen so y'all can see the numbers a little bit better. We got 2 first-round picks coming. Only person we got to pay next is Devontae Smith, and that's next year. The whole offense is locked up, which is true. But, it's going to really be a matter of will he live up to that contract long term. I'm not saying that he cannot develop as a passer because he made a monumental jump this year as a passing quarterback. He did. I would not knock him for that. It's just, a lot of times running quarterbacks don't even make it through their contracts. You have to get that down. He was averaging 11 rushing attempts this year. And I'm not saying anything's wrong with running, but he's leaving himself open for a lot of big hits. He got injured this year trying to run the ball. That shoulder injury did not come within the pocket. So really it's going to be about his health and his development as a passer. For him to be able to live up to that contract. And remember, I'm always pro black people getting paid. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I got more in my name, so I'm always pro paying the brother. But as a Cowboys fan, I think they we're good playing Jalen Hurts for the next 5 or 6 years. You know what I mean? At least at his current level, I feel comfortable playing Jalen Hurts next 5 or 6 years. Now, if he takes another step, and he can complete about 68% of his passes, or if he gets to the point where he can throw for 30 touchdowns in a year and still have double-digit rushing touchdowns, then that's different. That's a different story. But 22 passing touchdowns, 15 rushing touchdowns, I think we can sort of mitigate that, especially with our improved roster. But these are Dak Prescott's rushing numbers. I just want to show y'all something. Even though Dak Prescott, and this is why I think he's gonna start running the ball more again. Even though he missed 4 games, he missed 5 games really. He missed 5 games last year. Despite that, he ran more times than he did the entirety of the 2021 season where he played 16 games. So I think his leg is getting healthier. I think his lower body is getting healthier. I think you will see Dak Prescott run the ball a little bit more, this upcoming season. I mean, and it's not like he's this quarterback that hold up. No, that was his yardage, my bad. He ran for more yards. And listen, the most Dak Prescott ever ran in the season was only 75 times anyway. 2018, he ran the ball 75 times, had 305 yards, 6 rushing touchdowns. Well, he ran the ball 45 times this year. So another 30 attempts, and he's back at his season high. Another 12 attempts, he's back at what he did as a rookie, right? He only ran the ball 57 times as a rookie. It's just when and where he runs the ball at. We don't need Dak Prescott to run for 1,000 yards or anything like that, but we do need Dak Prescott to be a threat in the red zone. We need him to be a viable threat to keep the ball on read options. So I just really want Dak Prescott to run the ball more in the red zone, and I want him to run for first downs and scramble drills more often. Other than that, I don't necessarily need Dak Prescott, to be Lamar Jackson, to be Jalen Hurts, to be any of these other mobile quarterbacks that run the ball, in high quantity. I just need the Dallas Cowboys to be smarter about when they use his legs. Let Dak Prescott average about 4 rushing attempts a game like he did in his rookie season. He averaged about 4 attempts a game. Let them get 4 attempts a game. Going forward, not including kneel downs. Just give them 4 attempts a game, and you'll be able to get the best version of Dak Prescott that way. And of course, there'll be games where he'll have more opportunities to run. There may be a game here or there where he might get double-digit attempts. He might get 8 or 9 attempts. But for the most part, let Dak Prescott average around 4 attempts a game. That's the sweet spot. Mostly I want that in the red zone area. Short yardage situations. So, I'm not asking him to go out there and do what Josh Allen does. But, you would like to see Dak Prescott use that athletic ability a little bit more. And that was just something that randomly came to my mind. We were looking at Jalen Hurts stuff. That was just something that randomly came to me. But let's see. 12:52. Okay, so yeah, we covered most of everything we needed to cover real quick. So, I'll take these last couple of minutes to do Q&A. If y'all have any questions about personnel, any questions about the offseason moves, any questions about the draft, I'll answer that right now. And then, I got to go back to work. So, after I get these, get some Q&A for y'all, we'll wrap it up. And then we'll meet back here later on today. So y'all got any questions? Go ahead and put them out there. If not, he had 2,000-yard receiver this year. Most of his runs came. He got blitzed the most out of our quarterbacks. Yeah, and I still say improve as a passer because best quarterback in the NFC is going to either between. Hey, honestly, it's going to depend on what you're looking at. If you're going off, the only guy in the NFC that won a Super Bowl is Matthew Stafford, right? And if you look at like production, it depends what you're looking at. Now, are you going to put Jalen Hurts over Dak Prescott after 1 year? Because he had a fantastic year. But body of work said that Dak Prescott is a better quarterback. Better career completion percentage, better career passer rating, better career TD to interception ratio. Like I said, higher career highs in yardage and touchdowns. I mean, we're going off this past year, and that's the only thing you're looking at. Jalen Hurts was the guy that was the second team All-Pro, right? If you're just going off of one particular season, no. And Jalen Hurts has never been Rookie of the Year. So, there's plenty of things that one has done that the other has done, right? I also know that Jalen Hurts has never thrown for 30 touchdowns or more. I know he's never thrown for 4,000 yards. So that's why was getting at why I say he needs to improve as a passer. Because we both know that if this man continues to run double-digit times a game, he's not going to stay healthy. If Cam Newton cannot do it, Jalen Hurts cannot do it. And listen, that's not a slide against him. He's a damn good player. He is a damn good player, kinfolk. But we both know he needs to improve as a passer. They need to be able to rely on him to throw for 30 touchdowns and 4,000 yards. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying not run at all, but he need to get out of double-digit attempts. I mean, yeah, we're comparing it, and I'm not even comparing cumulative numbers. I didn't say Dak Prescott threw for more touchdowns. I said career high. Dak Prescott had a season he threw for 37 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts' best season he threw 22. Dak Prescott had a season he threw for almost 5,000 yards, and I think this year was Jalen Hurts' best season. He threw 3,000 something. But you are correct. Like, we're comparing 8 years to 4. We'll see how it pans out this year, right? They both should be healthy going into the season. They both should actually play each other both times this year. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, and just for the record, I never like to just use 1 year to determine a quarterback standing. I like using their body of works. Because if we're going off of last year, then like Geno Smith was better than if we were going off of last year, then Geno Smith is better than Kyler Murray. He's better than he's better than Matthew Stafford. You know what I mean? Yeah, already. Hey, I appreciate you for coming over, showing love. DJ, you know it's all love, brother. And hey, listen, DJ is one of the few Eagles fans that I can have a nice football conversation with. That's my boy right there. And that's the only thing I'm saying, Tommy. Like we're just going off. If you're going off of if you're just going off of what happened last year, Dak Prescott had a down year. He was injured, and Jalen Hurts had the best year of his career. Made an All-Pro selection, helped his team get to a Super Bowl. If you're just going off of 1 year, right? Then yeah, I can understand why people will put Hurts over Dak Prescott. If you're going over a body of work and you're not looking at playoff wins as a quarterback statistic, then you can make an argument for Dak Prescott. You also can make an argument for a guy like Matthew Stafford, who actually won a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And he's threw more touchdowns in a single season than Dak Prescott has, and Jalen Hurts. He had like a 40-something touchdown the year before. So it's just really all about what you're looking at and what you're using to make these statements and judging off of, right? It's always about the details. It's always about the details. Because yeah, remember, there's still people that make arguments for Joe Montana over Tom Brady, depending on what you're looking at. Not necessarily mean that I agree with them, but people always have their different qualifications when they're assessing quarterback play and players. Oh, I got one better for you, DJ. The Detroit Lions. Not only do I think they're a sleeper team, I think they're going to win their division, bro. I think the Detroit Lions are going to win. Are going to win the NFC North. So yeah, I think Hurts got much better as a passer, but our defense has gotten better as well. The boys will deal with Hurts. Yeah, Jalen Hurts as a passer is night and day. He already took a very nice jump. I didn't think he needed to take another level jump. You know what I mean? Just because I think they're going to play him differently this year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Detroit loaded. Then they got Jameson Williams back healthy. They added some more help defensively and offensively. They still got one of the better offensive lines in the National Football League. Amon-Ra St. Ross still on the contract, so like I definitely can see them winning that division because the Packers took a step back. The Bears on paper are better, but I don't know what the hell their offense is going to look like. And then, like I know for a fact, the Vikings took a step back with the guys they lost. So yes, I definitely can see. And listen, the Detroit Lions were a tiebreaker away from making the playoffs this year, and they're a better team too. Yeah, they definitely got a real good chance of winning that division. They're my sleeper team. Matter of fact, I hope we play because I know we played them this year. I hope we play them in Dallas because I think they're not going to go out sad this year. That's a team you're gonna have to catch. You have to catch them at your stadium. I would not really want to see them down the line. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. And it got to 1 o'clock now. I got to take my black ass back to work and got bills to pay, got things to do. So I really do appreciate y'all for rocking with me in the liquor store. I will be back later on tonight. Chopping it up. I'm gonna put together another show now because I did not know that Fisher, is reporting that the CD Lamb deal could be done by May. Oh yeah, like no, they got a good team, bro. And listen, as a Cowboy fan, I give y'all fits about that just because of the rivalry. But if we're just talking like playing football, like yeah, they had one of the better offenses in the National Football League. They had the best rated offensive line, and they had they had a whole bunch of good key contributors as well. You know what I'm saying? Like the Williams boy they had at running back, he led the National Football League in rushing touchdowns at the running back position. So they have a very good team, man. They got a real good team. But yeah, man, I will get with y'all later on. I'll come with y'all with another show later. I thank y'all for tapping in and showing love. I will be back later on. You already know to drink and drive responsibly. And remember, you see Eagles fan in the middle of the road. You do have my permission to run their ass over. Just not DJ, because that's my boy. So you don't run DJ, over, but run everybody else over. You have my permission. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Hennythemoor signing out. Much love. God bless. And I'll see y'all later.